Here with one of my favorite fighters in all of UFC. Very eloquent, gentle, but also a very dangerous guy once he steps in the octagon. And in his most skinny presentation till date.
Super skinny today. This is the first time I've made middleweight, but also thanks for the kind words, man. I absolutely love speaking to you. But yeah, made middleweight for the first time today. I don't think I've been that low since I was about 16 years old. Hit the weight. I'd love to say it was easy, but now we've bounced back up and we're roughly sitting about 93, 94 kg. So that's huge for me, and hopefully that's going to be a huge advantage in this fight on Saturday evening.
Yeah, because the weighing for this morning, it's now roughly like 8 hours later.
Yep.
What weight are you on now, or you haven't weighed in yet again?
Yeah, so I checked my weight just before I came after I'd rehydrated, had my lunch, had rested a little bit, and we're up at 94 kg. So that's huge. It's brilliant. That's actually heavier than I've blown up to at this point as a light heavyweight. So I'm heavier than where I should be as a light heavyweight, which is crazy. It blows in mind how the body works, how the body, you can take the body to the limits of going into a bit of rough water, and then you can bounce back, and then the next thing you're fully weight, all your muscles are full with glycogen, they're full with the nutrients it needs, and then we're ready to fight. But these weigh-ins are my favourite.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. But talk to me, how tough was the weight cut, not only on your body but also on your mind, because you had to go very deep. I can imagine when I saw you at the scale in the morning, I thought this guy had his fight already. So talk to me about the mental process of that.
Yeah, it's going for Skeletor to He-Man in a couple of hours. The mental process there it can be quite difficult because you're in there, but then some of the things that kind of spur me on is family. You think about your family, like, why do I do this? Like, why am I currently lying on a floor, wrapped in towels, in a sauna blanket, with my temperature creeping up about 39 degrees? And then you start thinking about the reason you do it. Victory. The reason we do anything in this sport is to get our hand raised in that octagon on Saturday night. Like, it lasts for literally seconds, but it's unachievable anywhere else in the world. Any job in the world that you do, you cannot get that elation that you get in that octagon.
So, I stood on the same scale as you did this morning, and I'm almost ashamed to say, but I was 208 pounds. So I was thinking, look at you, look at me.
Yep.
And you weighed in like 25 pounds lighter than me. So
it's wild, isn't it?
I want to know your secret, man. If I want to go down, or you're saying don't do it.
So for anybody out there that doesn't have a nutritionist, I work with a guy called Lee Rickards, and he works for a mob called Boxing Science. They're very switched on, and everything was very, very safe. So if you're like a normal guy who's just out in the streets, wanting to get a couple of abs for the Saturday night, don't do it. But if you're interested in sports nutrition, then it's easily achievable to drop all that weight, and you actually look good. Like, see, when you bounce back and you've got the abs are all filled up with the liquid you've consumed, you look good. So if you're going to Ibiza, you're maybe going out to Vegas, and this is the way to do it. You
go to the beach.
Yep, get a small cut, and then you look good. But quite a lot of the actors in Hollywood movies, if they've got a big tops off scene, this is what they do. They do a weight cut, so then they can bounce back and they look massive. That's what they do.
Impressive. It's like I said, the fight before the fight, right? Beating the scale like that, does it give you like the mental advantage, like you're war ready?
Yeah, because when you're standing across the octagon for your opponent, you want him to know how much you've suffered, but you also want him to know how big you are. So when he's looking there at you and he thinks, I've got the advantage, it gives you that little bit of spark in your belly, and you're like, right. Just a few hours ago, we both weighed 84 kg. Now one is up at 97, and the other's probably cruising about 93. So it's a huge advantage, and I've been in the opposite end of that.
Last thing, Wissam has it, 2 grapplers, it's going to be a grappling match, but something inside me tells me that might be a little bit different.
It's like 2 negatives make a positive, that kind of stuff, It's definitely going to be jiu-jitsu guy versus jiu-jitsu, and both of them try and outstrike each other. But me as a grappler, where I thrive is off my back. So if he takes me down and he has to beat my legs, I just believe that it's going to be a very difficult night if he decides to take me down. So I might be apprehensive to do that, and then that plays into that range where I want him to be. I'm able to pick, poke, I'm able to move, and then when I decide to take him down, I can take him down. Or the way most of my fights go is we wrap that overhook, we pull guard, and we drag him into the deep water, and then we look for that triangle submission. So it's an interesting fight, and that's why the UFC have made this fight. because they know both styles, and styles make fights, and they make explosive fights. So the UFC, as I said, they know how to make this an explosive card, and that's what we're going to see on Saturday night.
I can't wait for the fight. I'm really excited. One of the most exciting fights in the card, if you ask me. But I really want to know, lastly, what are you going to wear on your feet for the post-fight celebrations?
So I'm currently rocking the Reeboks from the UFC Under Armour Rock collab just now. But my trainers this week have been the skateboarding SBs, the neutral white with a gum sole. They're very, very nice. So I'm going to rock them with a nice wee pair of Levi's, and I'm going to get ready for the dancing.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, my friend.